And Zabel is the man directly ahead of the Ciclamino jersey there, which is the jersey on the shoulders of Daniele Bernati. Well, now we know where Mark Cavendish is. He's decided to sit on the wheel of Bernati. That's not a bad place to be.
Certainly not, and we can see Bernati there. He's up in a good position in the top 10, certainly. Bettini also up there. McEwen is hovering around also there in the top 15 riders. So everybody, the big sprinters, certainly a lot of them up there at the moment. And the Milram team in this position, leaving the other riders do the work for the moment, and hold off until they get the last kilometre and a half, and then take it up. It's a perfect position to be in for the Milrams.
Yeah, it is, and this is the flat section now. At the end of that little descent, Bernati is about 6th or 7th back. He's got Eric Zabel just ahead of him. Then Bettini and Cavendish in his wheel. Tight corner. Let's watch out for that. That's very tight. That strung him out a weeny bit. I'm glad that certainly the front of the peloton's all gone around that nice and safely. Doesn't seem as though anybody has had a problem, but it's very, very wide. And there are, see the feet sticking out the bottom of the barriers. It's just suddenly narrows. Now we're into the last kilometre. Milram have got their train working at the moment. Last man off will be Vela. We've got, you can see Eric Zabel sitting right at the back. On his wheel is Daniele Bernati. Coldo Fernandez from Euskaltel is up there. There, 177 is Robbie McEwen. McEwen lurking. Where is Cavendish? Oh, there's somebody gone down. Oh, that's a really nasty crash. Oh, my word. The Cavendish rider clipped a wheel, but they're still at the front. Let's just keep with the sprint at the moment. We've got the top 10 riders at the moment. 1, 2, 3 of the Milrams. They're looking behind. Any of the big sprinters gone down in that? I don't think so. They're all a little bit further up. Now Ongarato's come off. Who's coming up on the far right-hand side near the barrier? Cavendish trying to get up onto the wheel of Daniele Bernati. It's waiting at the moment. That's very tight in there. It looks like it could be another problem if they're not careful. Tony Martin is the rider on the left-hand side in the white and of High Road. Now Eric Zabel goes. Bernati's gone around the long way. Cavendish has gone into his wheel. Cavendish is going to come past Bernati. The young man from Great Britain is going to take this ahead of the Ciclamino jersey. Is he? It's Cavendish! Mark Cavendish from Great Britain wins ahead of Daniele Bernati in the Ciclamino jersey, and High Road left it very late. That was a very, very difficult finish, and Tony Martin got himself boxed in on the barriers. Lucky for Cavendish that he saw the wheel of Bernati and went around the other side, and a great win. He managed to hang on to the wheel of Daniele Bernati, but let's just go back to this crash. I wonder who else went down. I think it was the rider on the deck from Cofidis. Looked to me like Nick Noyens. I'm not sure that it was, but for the brief glimpse we saw of him, it looked a little bit Nick Noyens. And there's Bettini just being talked to. Here we go. Look, that went across the front, clipped a wheel. I think it was Noyens who did that. Now, where is Cav? He's still behind Tony Martin. Let's have a look. It definitely looks like Noyens to me. Yes, it is. Nick Noyens on the ground. That's a nasty crash, and he looks like he's clutching his wrist to me. He clipped the rear wheel and speared off sideways. Here we go then. Victory. And a fine victory indeed, Sean, there for the young man from Great Britain.
Certainly very powerful, and we can see him when when he went for his sprint, as he came from quite a long ways off. Actually, we can see him here coming through, and at a moment it just got a little bit tight there, and he had to knock off on the gas, as we can see here, and waited for a moment until it opened up again. But when he got out and got the open road, he was definitely the strongest.
Well, he managed to slip in, didn't he? Knock off the gas and slipped into the wheel of Daniele Bernati. Nick Noyens still on the ground. He slipped into that wheel of Bernati. When Bernati went then, he was directly on that wheel, but he had a tremendous amount of power and sprint to get round him. Here we go, look. Bernati's gone. And just look at the speed in which Cavendish comes up on him. Bernati, one of the best sprinters in the world. Cavendish showing he can beat any other sprinter in the world. Robert Forster, by the look of it, coming up behind him, and he wasn't going that slowly either. Still going from quite a long way out. A very fine victory. That is very mature. And a superb victory for the Briton, the young Manxman. Noyens holding his wrist. I wonder if that's neck. Could be another collarbone. But it looks more like a wrist injury to me. Dear, oh dear. Poor old Nick Noyens, clipping a rear wheel. Here, let's have a look again. There's Noyens. Oh, he gets clipped from behind, I think. And down they all go. Noyens, ooh, collarbone. Almost definitely. He hit his wrist first, but I don't think that was it, because he went very hard on his right shoulder. We'll check. Of course, be both. Azan Bazayev got up into this group. All sorts of confusion. And Cavendish was very, very lucky there to stay upright, because I think it was Tony Martin just ahead of him who wobbled all over the place. He, in fact, clipped Nick Noyens. This is the final sprint then. Bernati going for it. Cavendish on the right-hand side. A fine victory for the young Briton in his first Giro d'Italia. Well, a marvellous victory for those of you jumping up and down on their sofas in the UK. Noyens spearing across the road there. There we can see how much carnage there was there. Once again, all the Tinkoff boys involved. No fault of their own there. And it was left down to a sprint of about 10 riders. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's stage, the final bit of it. Nice to see Rick Verbrugge out for a long time, and a great win for Manxman. And a nice guy, Mark Cavendish. From Sean and I, we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good afternoon. I'm sure we've got to leave so quickly, but we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.